Hey, hey Robert, how's it going, man?
Good, good. Glad we're able to connect.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for being on the call today.
My pleasure. Not a problem. Thanks
Yeah,
for having me. I really appreciate, you reaching out to me and, getting us to connect.
yeah, that's great because I always wanted to connect with you, so it's great that I'm able to have a interview session with you today.
Nice. Perfect.
So yeah, so everyone, like I'm here with Robert Mercado, like for this bonus interview session on how to network with at live events. And he's a young intern marketer, and he's been in the industry for a very short period of time, and then he been continuously getting huge checks from various income stream online. And then if I had to give like a rookie of the year award for in the if there's such award on the internet marketing industry, then I would give to Robert Mercado because he's been just doing really well on online, and it's great to have him for today for the interview. And so, Robert, can you introduce more about yourself and like tell the audience like why attending to live events is so important?
Sure, Andrew. And I first want to mention, I appreciate what you just said. We're always, doing things and having success. And, I really appreciate that. Rookie of the Year, I like how that sounds. But
You definitely were.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm actually new to the industry, and I used to work at a diner, delivered food, 12 hours a day, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. And I just wanted something better for myself, for my life, for my family. And, I came across working online. And ever since I did, I was fortunate enough to, come across programs that actually work and they bring results as long as you work them. A lot of times you'll come into something that may not be as effective or work, and you'll get discouraged. And if you've gone through that, I'm here to share with you that working online is real, and it created a lot of success for me, man. First 6 months working online, I made over 100,000, and now it's going into almost a year. It might have just hit a year, and I've made over 250,000 online already. And it's great. I mean, it's a new lifestyle. Attending events is a big part of my success. It's one thing to be speaking to someone, even like we're doing right now, which is awesome. But it's another thing to actually, be able to, and soon enough I will, Andrew, be able to shake your hand, give you a hug,
Yeah.
know that you're real, and, know that we can actually learn from other leaders, just, sitting there and just, connecting with other people and just making it worth it, taking pictures and videos. I mean, you automatically, Andrew, put yourself in an environment of leaders. So when people see that you're in that environment, they want to follow you. They say, well, you know what? Robert is there. He's a leader. They automatically categorize you as one because you're in that atmosphere. Or, hey, I saw Andrew there. He's a leader. He's serious about what he's doing. And, there's a lot of people, Andrew, that they actually don't take events seriously, or they've been through a lot of boring events, and that's okay. There are some of those, but the ones that I attend or Andrew attends and any ones that he recommends you guys to attend, I would highly encourage it because it's so much. I mean, it's building relationships with people, real relationships. It's connecting with other people, which is a big part of what we do. We network. So I hope that, kind of covers that. What's the importance of going to live events? It had a big influence in my, success because you have that energy as well when you come out of an event, that you can't get anywhere else. It's going into a different environment, feeling the energy from the leaders, learning and just being around this whole synergy in the room that, when you go back to your house, it's completely different. It's you, it's your family, it's your animals if you have some. And, we don't live in such a positive world. I mean, I wish we did, and there is a lot of positive out there, but there's a lot of people also looking to bring you down, tell you can't do it. And I went through that, Andrew. But these events, they help you to transform yourself. They help you to learn yourself more. And plus, you get recognition. I mean, if you really are one of those competitive people like myself and Andrew, you want to go out there and win. You'll be on stage. You'll be, I got to speak in front of 3,000 people for a little while, and, it was just amazing. It's a feeling you can't really describe, but it's an experience you want to go through and really implement into your life. So.
Man, that's crazy because that's totally unheard of. I totally agree. That live events is really helpful in building the business, and that's networking with the leaders, and also you made over 200,000 in your first year of intern marketing, and then it's because of the live events that made it possible. And so I even saw the photo of you holding the $25,000 check in the event back in September. So I actually was at that live event, and when I saw that, I was like, wow, wow, that the young looking guy's holding $25,000 in huge check, and then I told myself on the next event I want to be on the stage and speak in front of the people and holding the huge check too. So it's like you can't. So I want to tell everyone that you can't see that on live. So these people like Robert and many leaders, they're just normal people, and they're making a lot of money and bringing huge success. So since you've been in the intermarketing for a year, so what live events have you attended so far?
Well, so far in the short amount of time I've been online, I've attended the Empower Network events, which totally transformed my life and really, excited me and just brought me to another level. Thing really quick you just mentioned, Andrew, I just want to touch up on real quick. You mentioned that you saw me, a young guy with the 25,000.
Yeah.
That's another thing about the importance of going to the events is sometimes you don't believe you can make it yourself. You don't believe you have what it takes to become successful or go to the next level. But when you go to these events, you see people from all walks of life, and you're like, darn it, if he can do it, I damn well can do it. Or if she can do it, I damn well can do it. And it's not putting anyone down, but it's just, hey, listen, these are real life people, down to earth people like Andrew just mentioned, that you can, do better than or reach up to their goals. There's no limits. It just raises the belief level so much more. Another event I've attended was the Unstoppable Entrepreneur with Jonathan Budd, and that was totally another event that transformed my life. I mean, my wife and I, we always go to all these events, and Empower Network was just incredible and Unstoppable. They went into a little bit of everything. I mean, meditation and learning how to love one another and really learning yourself. And we went into marketing and, some of the nuts and bolts of building your business online. But it's something that you cannot really experience unless you're there. You have to be there. So, if anything is holding you back, whether it be, your spouse isn't supportive, or you don't believe this is real, or you're not having that much success, those are all reasons why you should be at the events. Because the events allow you to see a leader like Tony Rush maybe, and you see him, with his wife Jessica. You see all of these leaders. You see Chuck Marshall with his wife Christy. You see leaders that have their spouses there as well. And don't get me wrong, we've all been through struggles. We've all been through bumps in the road. But that's the importance of going to the event. And those are actually the only two that I've been to so far. But I would highly encourage, myself, my wife, everyone. I actually brought all my dogs with me on, a lot of people might, I don't have anyone to watch my dogs and cats and animals. Well, we didn't make any excuse. We brought all three of them with us. Or actually, I think it was, we had two at the time. But, hey, make it happen,
Because I heard so many people making stupid excuses oh, I have to take care of my baby, or oh, I have to take care of my pet, or it's too far, and then I'm so busy. But yeah, you just took action. You just mentioned that you even brought your pets to the live event to able to be there for that weekend. So and then that's why you're seeing so much success right now. So The next question is, what did you do like when you were attending those live events and took full advantage out of it, like to able to see the success right now?
Nice. Well, I just want to say that's a great question. First of all, Andrew, you can be at the event or you can be at the event. And what I mean by that is, you can be there and just be listening and getting the value and not really paying attention as much as you should. Or you can actually take massive action while you're at the event, take full advantage. And I'm glad you asked that, because what I do to be at the event and be fully active while I'm there and just get the most out of it as possible is, first of all, I tell myself, if I'm going to be somewhere, let me at least be at my top notch. Let me be open-minded when I come there. Let me open myself to learn more. Because if you come to the event, folks, and Andrew, I know you know this as well, and you come to the events closed-minded and not willing to learn, you're not going to get much out of it. I mean, possibly with the amount of knowledge and the amount of value that's brought to the event, some of it might sink into you, no matter how close-minded you are. But you have to come there open-minded and ready to win and ready, bring your business to the next level. So that's one thing I did to take full advantage of the event. Another thing I did was made sure that I connected with as many leaders as possible. See, we all are leaders. We just have to release the inner leader inside of us, and how you do that is connecting with other leaders. See, if you ask yourself, who are your, top 5 friends right now, and you really write down, I ask you, what are the incomes of those, 5 friends you named? You'd come to realize that those incomes are close or exactly the same as your income. If I asked you what type of car they have, well, that type of car they have is close to the type of car you have, or maybe the same one. And my point is who you hang around with is who you're going to become, or who you have an image of, and you want to take advantage of the events. And these leaders are down to earth. Like myself, I'm a down to earth person. I mean, Andrew, we just got to know each other. We started connecting a little bit. You asked me for a favor, and I said, hey, bro, let's do it. We're all in this together. It's one team, one dream. Let's do it. So that's a thing that I use to take full advantage of the event, is take as many pictures as you possibly can. Take as many videos as you possibly can, whether it's you doing the video or you answering questions, whatever it may be, record as much as you can, because that's all footage of proof that you're putting yourself in an environment to go win. And when other people see that Andrew, that myself, that other people, even you, if you're listening to this right now, they see you at the event. They see you're serious about what you're talking about. Oh, that thing that Robert told me about the other week, I don't really know if he's serious. When you post a picture of you with a leader, or you at the event by just a picture of yourself, that person's going to say, man, he was really serious. He's there. He's really serious. Let me take another look at what he's doing. And, people will join you just for that. So that's another thing. I guess another reason, another thing that I do to take full advantage while I'm there is try to provide as much value to other people as I can. Being that I'm new to the industry, I'm still learning a lot, and all of you listening may still be in the same position where you're still learning, because we always are still learning. So I try as much as possible to connect with other people, provide some value, give a few minutes of my time to them, just chat with them, see how they're doing in their business. Maybe there's something I'm doing that could help them, and maybe there's something that they're doing that can help me. And that's exactly what I do to take full advantage of the event, while I'm there.
Wow, that's awesome. Because when I first attended my network marketing company live event, I was kind of being shy, and I didn't really took much pictures with the leaders and didn't really interact much with them. So I made a rookie mistake in that. But since then, I started to interact with the leaders more, take pictures, and make sure I also bring my video camera and then maybe do an interview with the leaders and get connected even after the live event, on Facebook, Twitter, and and or on online community. So it's great. So I really want to tell everyone that like just take full advantage of it. It's not a live event. It's not just like a hoo-ha moment like you just cheer on, but you just have to learn, learn as much as like a sponge, like consume as much information as you can, and then interact as much leaders as you can, because yeah, you gotta hang out with the winners, like who are successful or who wants to be successful, like-minded people like Robert and I. So that's a great tips that you just shared. So my next question is like, which leaders have you interacted with at the live events that you attended? Like, I know you met a lot of them, but can you name a couple?
Absolutely. I would say one of them that I met was Tony Rush. I mean, Tony Rush, he's been in the industry for a while, and he joined Empower Network with no list. I believe he just started from, zero on his list. He started a completely new list, and now he's making well over $100,000 a month with Empower. Connected with David Sharp and David Wood, who created the program Empower Network and the company. And you would think that the top people, the ones who own the company, they won't spend any time with me. They won't listen. They're down-to-earth people who are looking to help others and empower others. That's why they named it the Empower Network. And that's why it's so successful, because a lot of owners, they'll say something. They'll say they're going to do this. They'll say they're going to do that. They'll name a company a certain way just to make it look nice, but they won't deliver on that. So they actually under-promise and they over-deliver. A lot of times you have leaders or owners of companies that would over-promise and under-deliver. Other leaders that I connected with was Lawrence Tam. Him and I became really close. We actually had breakfast, which is so cool, and that's the things that happen at events that you don't know how you're going to meet someone or how you're going to connect with them or hang out with them. And, we were so it so happens that my wife and I were eating breakfast, and so was he, and we said, hey, you want to all sit together? And we all sat at a table. Another leader was Shakir. He actually sat at the table with us as well. It was Shakir, Lawrence Tam, myself, and my wife. And that's the beauty about going to events. You put yourself in a position where just naturally you're going to hang out with leaders and just be in the environment. It's not going to happen if you're not there. Some other leaders I actually connected with was Troy Shanks and his girlfriend, Melissa Santiago. Very sweet people, lovely people. And that's one thing you'll find out going to the event. Everyone is just good-hearted and genuinely nice, and they just, everyone wants to help each other. So him, his girlfriend, and myself and my wife, we all went for some pizza. We went, a car while I was out there, and I said, hey, you guys want to take a quick trip while we're on break? It was between sessions of the event, and we went to get some food. And we chatted, we masterminded a little bit, and some of the other leaders, Chuck Marshall, him and I, we actually clicked from day one. I mean, he's really one of the reason why I got started with working online. I mean, his capture page and his video actually, brought me into the industry and really, got my interest and really, got me started. So Chuck Marshall and I, we connected a lot. Mac Ziden, which is good friends of Chuck as well as myself now. And that's the thing. You'll come to realize once you connect with one leader, you pretty much are in their inner circle. And once you're in their inner circle, I mean, they're going to connect you with other leaders, and it's a good place to be. Some other leaders, Justin Varengia. I mean, I love Justin Varengia. He's a great, down-to-earth person, and his wife, Dee, just great people. I mean, it's just they always look for what they can offer and what they can provide you, and I just think that's so cool. And we hit it off, we connected, and a number of times, actually, Dee and my wife went to hang out, at the last event with Empower, and I was like, where did they go? They just, hey, we're all having fun, we're having a good time. And I would say there's a lot more leaders. There's so many. I mean, I could go down a list, Andrew, and, I respect everyone's time here that's listening, and it's just, the point is you're going to be surrounded by so many successful people and people that are up and coming. I mean, Andrew, hey, you said that, the first event you were a little shy, and I appreciate you opening up and being honest about that. And I was the same way at some point in my life, and everyone on this, call listening could actually, relate. Maybe there's some people that are just like, I was never shy, I just jump right in, and that's cool too. But, the important part of being at the event is it really takes that out of you. It makes you feel, because it's a family, it makes you feel good about being there and you got nothing to worry about. See, when I was on stage, I was wondering, what are people thinking about? And all these thoughts go in your head. But when you're there, you don't think about that. You're just, hey, Dave and Dave tell you, just be yourself, who cares? Just speak your mind and people will love you for who you are. And if not, that's okay. So I hope that's a good amount of leaders that I actually connected with. Another one that I actually can't forget is Mark Hoverson. Mark Hoverson and I, we've connected through a mutual friend that is doing phenomenal things as well, Vincent Ortega. And Mark and I have a strong relationship in just a short amount of time. And the beauty about that is that that would have never happened as well as it did or as strong as it possibly is right now if I did not attend the Unstoppable event. He mentioned me on stage a couple of times. I mean, things don't happen like that unless you're there. I 100% without a doubt know for a fact that if I was not at the event, even if I had the success that I had making, 10,000 in a single day, with something he went over and taught me, even if I wasn't there with that amount of success, he would have not brought me up. He would have not mentioned me. So that's the power in being at the event, that you're giving other leaders, you're giving other people the opportunity to mention you, to see you're there, to connect, to have fun. So I would say that's a good amount of leaders. Adam Whiting, Matt Lloyd, the list just goes on. Lisa Grossman, Curtis Broom, just great people. I mean, I would never have the relationships that I have with them unless I was at the events. So.
Wow, that's a lot of leaders that you just mentioned, and then like those leaders are now your good friends that that you're connected with. So yeah, so I was at the event back in September, but I kind of regretted that I didn't interact with as much leaders as I can. But there's a Empower event coming up in 2 weeks, January 18th to 20th. So I'm gonna be all fully equipped and then just take full advantage and connect as many leaders as possible. And then I recommend everyone who's listening to do that too. So can you give me this final question? So any recommendations to the listeners when they attend their first live event, they're shy, or how about if they don't have a team and they have some anxiety? So what? Can you give me few recommendations for the first timers who's going to the live event?
Absolutely. I would say if you're shy, if you're not, you don't feel you're ready, you're giving yourself excuses not to be at the event, it's okay, to come in there like that. It's okay to come in shy. It's okay to come in where you feel you're not ready. It's okay to have those feelings. It's nothing wrong with that. But don't allow those feelings to take over and allow you, and prevent you from coming. Use it as motivation, as easy as it may be to say and not do. Borrow my confidence. I'm someone that's brand new to the industry, under a year. I mean, there's people who have been in for years and years and years and years. So I'm new to the industry. And I would like you, and I invite you to borrow my confidence. If you don't have the confidence that you need to be there, to bring your spouse along, even if they're not supportive and they're giving you a little bit of a hard time. Borrow my confidence. Borrow Andrew's confidence. Andrew came from being shy, and you hear him now. He's saying, "I'm fully equipped. I'm ready. And I'm going to take full advantage of it." So it's okay to come in first with all those and emotions. But again, do not let it control you. Don't let it get you to the point where you're not there. because you're going to regret it. I mean, really, you're going to see a lot of footage, you're going to see a lot of pictures, and it's the worst feeling in the world to, have a choice and not make the right decision when you know what the right decision is. And the right decision, of course, is to be at the event.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like live events is like very crucial in your business and making like new connections to able to get the success that you see like or going to see in the near future. So yeah, thank you for your time, Robert, for like able to share your thoughts and tips. And that was definitely like great tips that you just shared. Like I even took notes from it. Like it's helpful for me, and I definitely bet like it helped everyone who's listening here like to listen to Robert's tips on how to network and how to take full advantage at the live event. So yeah, thank you very much.
No problem, Andrew. And before we end the call, I just want to say I really appreciate you and, you reaching out to me, because it took confidence for you to do that. It took maybe a lot of thoughts, and to say, well, should I reach out to Robert, or what would he say, or what if it took all those probably thoughts in your mind. So I appreciate you for doing that, because you're showing everyone else that, listen, you may not have to be at a level where you're making 20, 10, 30, 40,000 a month to be able to connect with other leaders. Andrew just nonchalantly said, hey, Robert, and we started connecting, and, we did this call, and I appreciate you for that. I also appreciate the fact that with all the feelings and the shyness you had, that you still made it to the event. You still are looking to win. And bottom line, I appreciate the fact of you putting this call together, man, because I know this is going to help a lot of people to grow, to prosper, and to take our experience and words and just really allow them to grow. Because one way that we grow in this industry is helping others to become successful, and that's what I love about it. So appreciate you, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you very much, Robert. So yeah, I'm actually gonna see you in 2 weeks, right? You're gonna be in Austin, Texas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to see you, and yeah, I highly recommend everyone to attend your company's event, or just if you don't have like a company event, like if you don't know which event to attend to, then just contact me or any of the leaders that you see on the Facebook or on your like community. So it's very important to attend to live events. So thank you very much for your time, Robert. And then hope everyone just had a like precious moment and like brought a lot of information, tips from this interview session. So yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Appreciate you, Andrew.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.